So the order of the evening is going to go like we each are going to take turns demoing the item that's going to go on the charcuterie board, and we are going to do it in this kind of order, so you can maybe have the stuff ready as we go. We're going to do donair meatballs, extraordinary cheese dip, guacamole, 3 onion dip, tzatziki, and a few extra little cheese balls as we go. And then we put it all together.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And hopefully we, I don't know if anybody's in a hurry, but we're kind of thinking it's going to take about an hour. And if we're here longer, that's okay too. And then without further, I do want to mention, thank you very much, Lisa, because you're the hostess of what is actually a cooking class here as well. So so Lisa will get all sorts of hosting benefits for this too, for all the pre-ordered bundles. Her class is still open. So if you see something that we're showing as we go here, we can do like a general order or another order or whatever as we go. What you see there, Lisa? What is it? You're muted. You're muted.
We can't hear you.
She's muted. Did you mute everybody, or did they?
There we go. No, I muted myself so I wouldn't be annoying.
Oh, yeah.
I was just showing Andrea the little hat that she made all of us, but my little clip. I know I saw yours. That's why I was pointing it out. Sorry, Penny. Go ahead.
That's okay, Lisa. That's okay. So yeah, so be aware. I think I don't know if any of you or all of you are aware of Zoom etiquette and that you don't want any naked people running behind you. So be aware of your background, or maybe you do. I don't know. And background noise too. We're going to actually, as we go along and do our demos kind of thing, if you want to say something, we want interaction. Of course, we want social interaction. That's why we're all doing it this way. Throw up your hand or say, excuse me or something. There's Chloe. And just so we're not trying to talk over each other as much as possible anyways. So maybe when we go to do our demo, will give us the person who's doing the demo a little bit of a background and what we're all about in Epicure and stuff.
Somebody's stripping.
Somebody's stripping. Oh, there's always an exhibitionist in the crowd.
I want to warn you. I don't know if you've ever heard of
That's Vaughn. Let him go.
But we've been playing a lot of Zoom bingo, so my friends are used to this, the whole Zoom thing.
Oh.
But usually we're getting drunk together, and the drunker we get, the more chances we have to win if we do more dancing. So you're going to see a lot of drunken dancing.
Awesome. I love your group already.
Might be here for a while then, hey? All right, so without further ado, we're going to start off with the donair meatball. So you want to have your ground meat ready and your little package of donair open. And Chantel is going to take it from here.
Yes, thank you. So before, I just wanted to thank you all for joining us this evening. This is super exciting for all of us. Those of you that know me know that it doesn't take much to get me excited. I'm just so excited to try something new. So I've been with Epicure for 16 years. This is what I do. I love what I do. And I am the, how you say, I come with entertainment. Now before, I also should let you know, we are recording it just to share with our teams. So if anybody is not okay with that, please let me know. If you've murdered somebody in a different life or something and you're in the witness protection program, no problem. It's all good.
It's not a public forum like our team pages.
Oh yes, not public. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So the meatballs. So what I've got, I'm going to tilt my computer so that you guys can see what I'm doing and not my wonderful face. So what we are using is our donair. So I'm using, let me just double check that. I'm using ground turkey. And so, because I'm not a huge beef.
Quick question. Should I be preheating the oven right now?
Well, that's a good question. You can be. I'm going to be making these in the microwave. So if you have an Epicure steamer, you can use your steamer. If not, Penny's actually got some made that she did in the oven beforehand.
Okay, so we're not making it along with you. I thought we were making it along with you. Sorry.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, for sure. So you can turn your oven on. We just, like the steamer that we're going to use, I'm going to tell you about the steamer in a sec, but the steamer that we're going to use is the multi-purpose steamer, which is commonly found as a hostess. Like a lot of people like this as a hostess to get it for half price. It's also in our business kit and it comes with this tray. So if I can give you a visual before I put my balls on here, you put your bacon down here and then it comes with this tray. So you put the tray down and you put some more bacon on there. And then you put your lid on. You want to make sure that your lid, the vents are facing the opposite side of your handles. I've tested that for you and it hurts like a bee if you have them like this. So, so we're going to be doing it like in the multi-purpose steamer, but you can do it in the oven if you want for sure.
What temperature and for how long do you think?
350, where it just depends, depends on the size of your balls.
So I did these for 400 degrees for about 20 minutes.
Perfect.
Those of you that don't know me, excuse my humor. This is especially with the wine, and I like to have fun. This is who I am. So okay, so good question though. I think that was Lisa. Thank you. So I have a donair here. So now, did you guys know that if you hang on, can you see that? Where's my, okay. Did you know that if you save your jars and you put your seasonings in there, that you can actually use the seasonings without using, let me rephrase that. So these are seasonings, right? Like they're meal solutions, but we're using them as seasonings. So if you keep your empty jars, you can simply use a funnel or else there'll be lots of swearing that goes on. And you can actually put them in your used jars and then you can use them whenever. So like for instance, there's a tandoori one. Instead of the tandoori spice that we used to have, you can use this packet and put it in a jar, and anytime you want tandoori chicken, you just use that. So I'm going to put it in the jar just to show you. So this was it wasn't full. All right, so there's that. Okay, is everybody okay so far? Everybody's good? Okay.
This is what the better than beans fills up to on our standard dip jar. So I'm going to be using that later just to show you. That's what one pouch does.
Are we
adding the whole pouch?
Pound of ground beef.
Yeah, are we putting the whole pouch in?
No, you don't want to put the whole pouch in. I've got a whole package of ground turkey here. And so I'm the type of person, a lot like candles and stuff. I don't want a little hint of something in the air. I want to get smacked in the face with it. So I quite often will over season my things. So this is our meat separator. You'll see Trisha has.
See there, Michelle. Can't really see. It's got to be down a little bit. There we go. Bring it. Yeah. No.
Like that?
No. The other way. There we go.
Okay. Thank you, Penny. Okay. So I'm just, and you guys, you know what the thing is with Epicure, as you know, or maybe don't know, it's a trial and error thing. So I just know that I like to have lots of really, like I like it flavorful, and you don't need a lot of Epicure to flavor your stuff. But I know with the donair, I really like the flavor of the donair, and it's hard to describe. It is delicious though. So a lot of people think, oh, well, I'm going to make donair like in the, I'm going to make donair like the traditional way, but it's fantastic on chicken breasts. It's fantastic, as you can see, in ground turkey that I'm using right now. And it's a lot more versatile than what the package says. So I didn't add any breadcrumbs or anything because the turkey is sticky enough. And now
So how much are we adding? I'm sorry, I feel stalled here. I don't know. Am I adding as well or no?
Yes, we're all adding seasoning to your ground, whatever it is you're using.
So I just have to eyeball it.
Yeah,
If you're using a package of ground turkey that comes pre-packaged, that's 1 pound, so half of your pouch.
Okay, thank you.
That's what we needed. Thank you.
thank you, Leslie.
Maybe, Penny, can we shoot you answers while others are talking and you can reply?
Yes, for sure. And that's the reason, that's part of the reason why we picked Zoom, so that we could all interact as well. So so I'm actually using my rectangular steamer right now, which I'm going to show you in a sec.
We need a cookie sheet maybe?
So now the reason you guys don't have steamers as part of your kits is we were wanting to keep it reasonably priced for you. And the steamers are, not that they're not reusable or fantastic, but they are, you know, a little bit more money. So you can see my balls in there. This is the rectangular steamer. So this steamer is really great for, if you can imagine, like making fajitas at work, for instance. You put your chicken breast in here, your fajita seasoning in here, and you take it to work like this and cook it to work. It's beautiful. So I've got 5 balls in here, and I'm going to put them in for about 5 minutes. The biggest thing about microwave cooking is getting to know your microwave. Take it out for dinner, have some wine with it, and figure out how long it takes for it to get your stuff cooked. So that is the biggest thing. And so the donaires, you guys got 3 of them, so which is really great because you can use half of one tonight. And up until tonight, this is how I stored my donaire ball or my donaire seasoning and all my other seasonings. So the jar just makes it a lot prettier and a lot more organized. And that's it for me right now.
Chantel, can I add something?
Absolutely, Leslie.
This is my donaire. I make it on the cookie sheet. I made them in the little loaf pans, which you get a set of 4.
Oh, perfect.
And then I make it like this, and you pound it down really hard to get the air out. Then it's nice and firm when it comes out, and I slice it on the mandolin for a nice layered meat.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I wondered because mine always comes out, but if you're smashing it, if you're pounding it, that would make the difference right there.
So Leslie,
Yes.
how long do you cook it in the small loaf pans then?
In the small loaf pan, I overcooked it today. It's an hour if you do the whole 2 pounds and the package of donaire. This would take 25 minutes maximum.
At 400 or 370?
Oh, no, 375 is what the package says. And I use beef. Hello, I haven't even had a drink. I use pork and beef combined.
Okay, I'm going to use the loaf pans for mine. Good idea.
Yeah, I think you'll probably get 4 of them filled. And, you know, with turkey, you're not going to get much liquid coming out. With the pork and the beef, I did get lots, but it was on my cookie sheet with the liner, so it was no cleanup at all. So that's what I do. And I put these in the freezer in sections, and then I just bring it out one morning and I slice it on the mandolin, and then I get really thin, really thin pieces. So that's my 2 cents worth.
My 2 cents were I did them in the oven as well as meatballs as well, but on the silicone bacon roll, which we have, and then these things just go right into the dishwasher, which is like super easy. Oops, super easy cleanup. And just a little non-epicure kitchen hack. I use a portion scoop for meatballs. So I just go like that, and they're all the same size. And these ones were 20 minutes in for 400, in at 400. So, and they're perfectly well done. So that's beef and everything. Good to go. So how are you guys doing? You got your balls going? I don't want to jump ahead too much. Well, wait till everybody gets their balls going.
The great thing is you can customize them, right? Like you can make them, cook them, and then freeze them and use them again, or add them to your spaghetti sauce. Or like I said, the donaire is fantastic on chicken breasts. It's really I just actually found it. It's been around for a while now, but I've just discovered it. So maybe Trisha has something to add there, it looks like.
No.
This is the other thing I do when it's all cooked. I chop it into cubes and put them on skewers for appies with a slice of tomato and whatever, and then a little dip to go with it. So I keep lots in the freezer. So if we don't get company unexpectedly anymore, but the nice snack, this will be our dinner for my husband and I tonight, is skewers of donair and veggies.
Not
Yeah.
just a pretty face, Leslie, not just a pretty face. You know what? Maybe we could do an introduction while everybody's working on their balls.
Okay.
So I'm done. So one of you three.
Done. You're done. Leslie, do you want to introduce yourself and
Oh, sure.
how long have you been with Epicure?
Sylvie and I are best buddies. She packed my order. I've been with Epicure 23 years, almost 24, and it's the best thing I ever did. It's a fabulous company. The compensation to consultants is amazing. I live in a small community of 4,000 people, 4,500 people, but I've had a very success, and I do have a very successful business. And if you're ever thinking about starting it, don't ever think, oh, I already know 2 consultants, because you know what? Those 2 consultants might only service their customers once every 3 or 4 months. And if you're looking to make a bit of money, this is fabulous. So that's me, 23 years. They called me Old Spice.
Leslie, where do you live?
I live in Vanderhoof.
Right. So we've got Leslie in Vanderhoof, Chantel's in Chilliwack, and I am in Abbotsford. And then Trisha is in Victoria. Trisha, take it away.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm in Victoria, just across the water. It seems lonely these days, but that's all we are. And I've been with Epicure for 15 years. I started because I wanted my products at a discount. And in the meantime, I've earned a couple of trips and I've done this and that and just met so many wonderful people. And that's kind of why I keep doing it. Home office is here in Victoria as well. So I've this last year have gone in and volunteered to help package boxes because they were just so overwhelmed with everybody shopping. So I was there as unskilled labor.
Yeah.
Had a great time. I can't imagine not cooking with Epicure. My husband goes, Epicure, Epicure, Epicure. I said, well, yeah, I keep eating it. So that's the way it is. We, what I was going to say when people were talking about the donair and the spices and stuff like that is something that I have often said to people. We encourage people to play with their food. And so that's why making the donair meatballs and putting the better baked beans and various things that you're going to see tonight, just play with it. Have fun.
Just play with your balls is what you're saying.
Play with whatever you like, Chantel.
So I'm going to show you guys. So sorry, I know Penny, you still have to do your intro, but I just pulled my balls out of the microwave. So you can see them there. I'm going to use my grip and grab here. And you can see that they are in fact cooked and they're likely a little overcooked. But most days I like my family, so I'm okay with overcooking them. And I'm going to have, Derek doesn't like turkey or turkey meatballs, so he's not eating this. But I'm going to have some red pepper jelly. Sadly, not Epicure red pepper jelly, but I'm going to have some stuff to dip in there. So that was just under 5 minutes in my rectangular steamer.
And it's amazing that you think that microwave meat would be gross, but it's actually quite amazing. It took me actually months after they came out with the silicone steamer to even try it, because I was like, I am not eating microwave meat, right? But it's quite amazing. How long in the oven at 350? Well, I did them at 400 for 20 minutes. So that's, yeah. So I would crank it so they can be done. 400.
If you're using your silicone bacon roll, you can't go above 425.
Right. So, and the meal solutions, like you seriously get a lot of bang for your buck. for 3 packages for $10.50. It's like one package pretty much fills up one jar. So, and one jar is like $9. So it's just like opening your mind to using stuff. And we're going to show you a little bit about that tonight. So I've got the hummus here. So has everybody got their balls taken care of?
I just have to add something about the balls before you go on.
Okay.
They're definitely overdone. So I'm going to do another batch with 4 minutes. I guessed at how much half was. Perfect. You know what, Tori, the thing is it's trial and error. And the worst that's going to happen is maybe they're not going to be tasty enough, or they're going to be like, whoa, that was way too much. So trial and error, no worries. Okay, I'm done, Penny.
See, and I prefer a little on the lighter side of the donair. I find it pretty strong flavored. So I don't use very much of it in meatballs at all. So like a pound, I probably wouldn't even use a whole package, but,
Oh, no.
or I mean a half a package. Yeah. So I'm going to make the donair hummus. So if you want to pull out your hummus, and I have to tell you, I actually made my hummus. Does anybody make hummus? Yes. So it's easy enough to buy, but it's really super easy to make. I just took a can of chickpeas and stuck it in my Ninja, and with some lemon dilly. So you all got lemon dilly and some garlic. And so I just made my own, and hot water.
Huh.
And so that is like, took me like 2 minutes, and a can of beans at the superstore is like $1. And so this is like $1. And bought hummus is like how much? $4, right? For a little thing.
Penny,
So,
not add oil?
you can add oil, and I didn't add oil to this one, but I have added oil before. The package of donair said to add some water. Should we have added some water? I never add water, not for meatballs.
Penny, one of my customers, she adds a tablespoon of yogurt and peanut butter, and it makes it the creamiest, sweetest hummus. That's
Right.
just amazing.
So the peanut butter would be like a tahini. You could do put the sesame seed paste like that.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you see a lot of different flavors of hummus in the grocery store. You can see roasted red pepper hummus. You can see roasted garlic hummus. You can see all sorts of different flavors. We're just going to do the donair. So with your package of donair, maybe throw in another couple of teaspoons. So this is our 4-in-1 spice spoon. It's got a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, and a quarter of a teaspoon. And it fits into all our jars, even like the tall, thin ones, it fits in here. Ah, yes, yes. So I'm just going to put in a couple of tablespoons. Like I said, this one's pretty seasoned anyways. And you can see, just like with everything that Epicure has, they're dehydrated. So you want to actually just give it a little chance to rehydrate before you eat it. So I'm just mixing it in. That's just all you're going to have to do is mix it in.
What are we making now? Sorry.
The hummus. So take the hummus and the donair.
Oh, we're not making tzatziki today?
We are.
Oh, we are too. Okay.
Yeah, it's coming. Right now we're just doing the hummus.
Gotcha. Okay. And you're putting donair mix in it?
Yeah. So it's a donair flavored hummus, because hummus is Greek and donair is Greek. And so this is like Greek inspired board. So I also have the prep bowls here. So these are called our prep bowls, and they've got measurements on the side while you're mixing up your hummus and everything, but they're also good for little serving bowls too. So that's what I'm going to do with my hummus. I'm going to put it in a little serving bowl. Welcome. Is that avocado or is that sour cream? Sorry, I'm lost. This is hummus. We haven't touched the avocado yet. The avocado's here. So it's just basically just taking your store-bought hummus and throwing it into your, or throwing the couple of teaspoons of donair into your hummus. Just for flavor. And like I was saying, different flavors. So I want to tell you about the Simply Better Baked Beans, which is going to be my veggie dip tonight too. You would think this is another one of our meal solutions. Like I said, you just have to open your mind, but this is the number one, or the first ingredient on this is roasted red peppers. So you could throw this into your hummus as well and have a roasted red pepper hummus. Or it makes a great veggie dip, my new favorite veggie dip. So when you guys do your 3 onion veggie dip, I'm doing the Simply Better baked beans into my sour cream and mayo.
So that's what I did, Penny, is I used the Simply Better baked beans in the hummus.
Oh yeah, so roasted red pepper hummus, it's basically the same. You just have to, and I would help anybody out with the ingredients so you know what you're dealing with, but the catalog explains it pretty well too. Also, what I did, I stuck in minced garlic into our hummus. And I'm going to stick this into the tzatziki too, but if you have any garlic in any way, shape, or form, that works as well for the tzatziki if you like garlic. If you don't, then it's going to be fine, but I'm getting ahead of ourselves.
I just want to, can we welcome Rachel, who's just joined us here too. She's, I just let her in.
Yeah. Welcome, Rachel.
Hi, Trisha. Hi, everyone.
Rachel?
So Penny, do you want the ingredients read for the Simply Better Baked Beans?
Well, if anybody's interested, we'll get back to it. Like, I don't want to take up too much time, but just know that in the catalog, there's lots of different ways you can use the thing, especially the meal solutions. How are you all doing? Do you guys have any questions? You good? You've got your balls. You've got your hummus. You're good. So the next thing we're going to do is the extraordinary cheese dip. And you're going to need, and Leslie's going to take it from here, actually. Are we all ready? I see some munching down. See, thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up. Okay. Okay, Leslie, take it with the extraordinary cheese dip.
Okay, so the most popular dip with Epicure, been around for many years. So in your kit, you've got the recipe and you've got CCB, lemon dilly, and 3 onion. So 3 super versatile products. You know, I hope you can see that, but anyhow. So that's what you got with it. And that's exactly what we're making. So it calls for a package of cream cheese. I always use light. And I know some people don't like that, but I like it because when I cook with it, it doesn't release a lot of fat and make the dip look ugly. So that's why I use light, and I use Hellmann's mayonnaise in it.
Nobody likes an ugly dip.
No. You know, it just, no, it's ugly. So, and then you just put it all in your mix master. So, or you could put it in a bowl, a nice 4-cup prep bowl. I don't have it here. It's dirty in the dishwasher. It works perfect. So make sure your cream cheese is nice and soft. Sometimes I just put it in the microwave so it's really soft. And then put your mayonnaise in, throw your spices in, give it a good whirl. The food processor or your KitchenAid works perfectly. In fact, I made my donair, back to donair, I put it in the mix master in the KitchenAid with the paddle, and it mixed it all up with a bit of water and the spice. It blended beautifully. So, and then I cleaned everything up and made extraordinary cheese dip. So the one thing that, so is everybody making it now? Okay, so this is mine. I put it in the fridge to chill it. And what I do with mine, let me find it here, is we don't eat a lot of those dips. So what I do is I take my prep bowl. So I take my prep bowl and I take plastic wrap or, one of these portion bags that you buy at the store for putting your chicken in. And I line my prep bowl with it, just like that. So plastic wrap for that. And then I pop it in the freezer in my prep bowl. So I have 3 full portions of this if company should ever come, or I need a cheese sauce for broccoli cauliflower. And once it's frozen, I take it out and put it in a Ziploc bag. I got my prep bowl back. I've got this in a bag in the freezer for that awesome cheese sauce to put on my broccoli or cauliflower that you've steamed in your steamer. And this is just perfect. Turn it upside down, put a little bit of nuts or maybe everything bagel on it, or, oh, well, let me show you. Oh, this is awesome. Can you read that? Better than bacon.
Oh, yeah.
It is amazing.
I wasn't listening, Leslie, but did you mention how awesome it freezes?
Well, just that these go in the freezer. I put 3 of these out of my.
Clever. Sorry, I'm putting more balls
Yeah.
in.
No, I just line my prep bowl with a plastic wrap or whatever,
Oh,
pack it down, freeze
clever.
it. Once it's frozen, then I just put these in a Rubbermaid bag and Ziploc bag in the freezer, and I keep them ready for company coming. So when you want to just take it out, this works well too. I'll just do it this way.
And
Put
as
it on the lid.
wow,
There you go.
look at you.
There's your
That's a
presentation
great
right
idea.
there.
And as an added bonus for
The other thing,
as an added bonus for the cheese dip too, ladies.
The what?
If you get like a tortilla, like a fajita shell, and you spread the extraordinary cheese dip like made on there, and then you roll it up, and then you cut it and you put it in the oven, makes a great appetizer as well. Easy
So
peasy.
good.
so add better than bacon to the top of your cheese ball and just press it in. And the other thing you can do if you're making, and we're going to make them later, so there's your cheese ball with the better than bacon on top, ready to go, which means that if it doesn't all get eaten, put the lid on, put it back in the fridge. I'm all about cooking once and eating several times. But the big thing right now is the better than bacon.
No.
If you have one of our grinders, you can put it on the top of any of our jars and grind a fine powder of better than bacon. And that sprinkled on top of your cheese ball is amazing. I'm gonna dump it all because it's smaller portions and it'll coat the whole thing. If you're making mini balls out of it, which we're gonna do, let's do it. Pitter patter. Okay, got your cheese stuff ready?
Okay,
Ready?
so that's the extraordinary cheese dip.
Yep.
We all good?
Are you ready to make some mini balls? Oh,
What did you put in the dip? I missed that. What?
So
How
this
did you make that?
a brick of cream cheese,
Yeah.
half a cup of mayo, and
the rest is on
a half a cup of grated cheese, and then 1 tablespoon of the lemon dilly dip, 1 tablespoon of the CCB, and the 1 tablespoon of the 3 onion. This is the extraordinary cheese dip we're making.
Did you get the card?
Oh, I didn't know we were reading off the card. Yes.
Yeah, there's the card recipe.
Thought we were making a cheese ball.
The cheese
Oh, well,
are coming.
that's
I'm good now. I got the card.
Okay.
Now I'm confused too. Are we making a cheese dip or a cheese ball or both?
Both.
Okay.
So
Oh,
both.
that's the
both.
confusion. Okay. So I've got my mayo and cream cheese in a bowl.
the cream cheese so I gave you a grocery list for half of the recipe for the extraordinary cheese dip because it makes quite a bit, right? But you can freeze it. But I just thought, just save you guys.
Oh, shoot. I just made the whole recipe, I guess. Do I need the cream cheese for anything else?
The cheese balls, but that's okay. Where you can just watch that, you'll enjoy the extraordinary cheese.
All
dip.
right.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah, you'll enjoy it.
freeze some like Leslie showed us.
What's that?
I'm just telling Tori she can freeze it like Leslie showed us.
Yeah, I would have liked to make the cheese ball as well, but I'll just watch. That sounds good. I'll make a lot of.
And I am
You know what?
recording it as well, so you guys can always go back and listen to the recording if you want.
This makes an awesome cheese ball. If you just line your prep bowl or any bowl you have that'll take a nice shape and just line it with plastic and freeze it. Then you just take it out, wrap the top on the bag and put it back in the freezer. So let's do cheese balls. Everybody's hands washed?
That's
How long do we heat up that extraordinary cheese dip for?
Not
You know
very-
what? Oh, sorry, Penny.
Sorry,
I think we're gonna go do some guacamole before we do some balls.
Oh, okay. My bad.
yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, go for it.
That's Trisha that's doing the ball or the guac.
I just plating my dip.
I love that cheese dip, you guys. Once you try the cheese dip, there's no turning back.
What are we doing now, folks? I'm kind of
Gonna make
guacamole or
guacamole.
cheese dip. What are we doing?
Guacamole.
Guacamole? Okay.
Sorry, guys, if we're all over the place here.
Do you have, everybody have their cheese dip ready?
Yeah, do you want to,
If you've all got it ready, then just pop it in the fridge so it chills a bit. It'll make it way easier to make the cheese balls later.
We're gonna be eating our charcuterie board, so I just put it in the warm oven for now.
Okay.
Trisha, are you ready to go or should Leslie do the balls?
oh, no, I'm good. I just was making sure everybody was still.
And everybody's okay with that? Like everybody's like with us still? We're not going too fast? Again, this is our first one, so we're just, we're learning. Sharon, if you're saying something, I can't hear you. You're muted.
I found it a little rushed.
Okay,
Yeah, just a little rushed trying to get everything done. And I
Okay.
had some stuff pre-prepped, so yeah.
yes, and that's where I'm taking notes on this end. Thank you for that.
I'm enjoying it. Thank you.
We've got the meatballs, the hummus, the extraordinary cheese dip. Oh, quite confusing.
Sorry, I have a train that goes by. I'll mute.
Okay. Check-ins before moving on, yeah. One thing at a time with measurements and check it before. Okay, Lisa, right on. So how are we all doing like then? Have we got the extraordinary cheese dip? Do you guys have any more questions? If you want to unmute. Oh,
I'm on the extraordinary cheese dip still, and I'm just about to add all the condiments or the spices.
okay, so like a tablespoon of each.
I'm doing half, so for two, so I'm doing half a tablespoon of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a half a brick.
I'll skip making the avocado and I'll try and catch up on this, and then maybe somebody's gonna make the avocado. I'm not sure. So that's for me. I'm not gonna make the avocado because I ordered my groceries and my avocados came ripe. They're not ready to.
Mine's pretty green as well. It's kind of cute.
You know how to ripen them?
Yeah, windowsill.
Yeah. Brown paper bag with an apple overnight will do it. That's why you never put apples with bananas. They got ripened too fast. So you
Wow, I like it.
Yeah, so if you put an apple with it in a brown paper bag and seal it up by the next day, it should be softer, ready to go.
Wow.
Thanks.
My
Okay.
bananas turned brown so fast.
The what?
My bananas turned brown so fast this
Because they're
time.
probably with an apple or an
They
apple's in
took
the
an apple.
vicinity.
They are right now.
I
Yeah.
know, in a fruit bowl, right?
Oh, yeah. And don't put onions with fruit either, I've learned.
They taste like onion.
That makes it go bad really, really fast.
Wow.
I didn't know this trick about the avocado. I love that's like a life hack.
Yeah, that is for sure. So Trisha, do you want to do the guac then? Are you doing it?
I'm good. I just sliced it around the middle and then twist it open and I went, yay, it's good. So anyway, I just squish it right like this. I don't. I don't muck around. There we go. Can you see? Yeah, you can sort of. And then this half very carefully.
Yeah, nice epicure baking dish there.
There. And then this one. There we go. And the guac, it's funny, I had to run down quick and grab another jar because I had used up my last jar the other night when we made fajitas. So, fresh jar. When I started many years ago, people say, "Oh, I make my own guacamole," and I said, "Oh, that's really great." After a few times going,
Guacamole.
But I said, "Well, that's great." Now I say that's great, but with ours, you open one jar because it's got the onion, the sea salt, the red peppers, and if you want it fresh, just put some fresh stuff in. It's all good. So I'm only making one avocado because I actually have some guac left over in the fridge, and I'm going to freeze it. I use our muffin cups to freeze, like the corporate portion muffins. It's a third of a cup, and I use that to freeze the salsa and the guacamole and the extraordinary cheese dip.
Perfect.
So it's 3 tablespoons for 2 avocados. So 1.5 tablespoon for 1 avocado. A lime. You can use cilantro. I don't because I don't have any, but I do like it, and that's a choice of always. Oh, so the citrus press. This is not upside down. This is the way it goes. Ours has got the 2 sides, but here, and then you just go like that, and it squeezes all the juice out. I like so I'm putting my own. And like I said before, good to play with your food because you can do as much little as you like.
The other thing, Tricia, if I could just add, is if you don't want to put your lime juice in your guacamole right away, I put it in the prep bowl, press it down with plastic wrap, and squeeze the lime juice on top, and that seals the air out and it keeps it green.
That's
and
right.
then mix it up when it's time to serve it.
There's a note here that maybe people are a little bit just struggling to keep up. So I'm just going to interrupt.
Pour another drink. Let's go drink, girls.
Yeah, have a drink. Well, Trisha's mashing. Are you using the meat separator, Trisha?
No, but I should, shouldn't
I? Lisa, repeat what? Sorry, hon, about the lime. Oh, and the citrus press too. If you put it so that it's like the seeds and stuff are at the bottom, if you cut it and if you cut it and put the lime facing the other way, you'll squirt yourself. And the recipe is actually on the jar, Lisa.
So I can't use the ground beef separator with this because of the shape of the bowl. It's not working quite as well as I would like.
Everyone should check their meatballs too. Mine just came out.
Okay.
Thank you, Lisa.
There you go. And again, with the guacamole, however you like it. If you like it smooth, put it in a food processor. I like it chunky, so I just want to mash it till it's chunky. And then that's it.
Hi, I have a tip. I freeze my avocado flat in freezer bags, and then you can just defrost it and squeeze them out. Yeah. And that works really good if you don't have a ripe one, which mine did not ripen in time either. So I just grabbed one from the freezer.
Okay. So that, avocados are phenomenal. And I freeze the guacamole in portion size. So if there's leftovers, it doesn't often happen, but so guacamole done. And for the frugal people, I put this in the freezer and the lemons and the lime parts that I've squeezed out. And then when I'm making fruity drinks in the summer, I just throw them in.
So I can add to that, Tricia.
Yes.
If you zest your lemon and lime and dry it on paper towel for 24 hours, you have wonderful zest to put on your baking, your fish at all, or putting it in lemon loaf or blueberry lemon loaf or jam.
Wow,
right on.
It's a huge.
And then you juice it, and then you put the rest of it in the freezer.
Nice.
Okay, flip it up. Okay, so everybody catching up with their avocados and their guacamole?
How's your balls? Everybody's balls. I have the chat box up and it's kind of cutting into the pictures here. Let's see some balls. Oh, everybody's mixing the guacamole. Oh, there's a ball. Nice ball. How you doing, Lisa? You good? Okay, woohoo.
These are my balls. I did them earlier.
Excellent. Excellent. I just want to make sure everybody's caught up. Oh, nice. Good job, Lisa K. Oh, that's another, there's two Lisa K's. Can't even, showing balls at the same time.
Nice. Karen, your guacamole looks delicious. I've not, how's Nadine and Sharon doing?
Yeah.
Oh, Nadine's awesome. And Sharon is, I don't see
Look
who
at that ball.
Lisa's eating a
Anna,
bowl.
go ahead, Lisa. Try it out. Yeah.
Oh, it's hot.
Awesome.
Good.
So while we're waiting, make sure your cream cheese is at room temperature to make the cheese
Nice.
ball.
Nice, Sharon. And thank you for the feedback, you guys, about the time. We don't want to keep you here for 4 days or anything. But we really want to make sure that you get the information that you need and want. And
No, you know what?
yeah.
You're going to have to, this is already paid by someone else, so no.
I just wanted to show everyone my balls.
Nice balls.
Lovely, aren't they? Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, so I think the next thing we're gonna do is 3 onion veggie dip. So like half mayo and sour cream. Chantel is on.
I am on. So those of you guys that are familiar with Epicure, this one is an easy peasy lemon squeezy. Where's my 3 onion? Hang on. All right, so I love talking about this dip, and the reason for it is that it is the most versatile dip you can purchase from Epicure, and because it's onions. So what I always suggest is when, like, this is a new jar, so just flip it upside down, give it a quick shake to just make sure all of the things are mixed around in there. So now, did you know that, so this, we're gonna make a dip tonight, but you can add this to cream cheese to make it a cream cheese, like, when you go to Tim Hortons and they do a herb and garlic bagel, you can do this on bagel. I add this to spaghetti sauces, meatloafs. You can make bread with this. And the reason I love this one is because you can't tell that there's onions in it. And so, like, we have kids that don't like, nice balls, Wendy. We have kids that don't like onions. So they'll say, this tastes like onion. I'll say, well, I don't see any onions. And it's because we've used this. So, and it is one of the ones in the trio, and I probably go through one of these a month. And using 3 tablespoons of this is like cutting up an onion. So no more crying can go on here. So I'm going to open this bad boy up. One of my favorite tools is this 4-in-1 spoon. I believe everybody needs one of these. I think it's $6.95. Super great investment. No more looking through your drawer for a teaspoon or a tablespoon. There's 4 measurements on this bad boy. And this is the wrong example, but you'll notice there is no cursing that goes on because it fits in all of our jars. So I'm not going to shove it in here. So the recipe is on the jar. So it's 3 tablespoons for 1 cup of mayo and 1 cup of sour cream. So what I have is I've got the mayonnaise measured up. So these prep bowls hold a cup. You'll see on there that the measurements are actually on there. And I'm pleased to share that these have just come back into stock over the last couple of days. So super handy for like when you make puddings and individual puddings. You can also make, well, what I usually do is have 2 or 3 different kinds of dips in my fridge, sour cream and mayo, easy peasy. So I'm going to add my sour cream, and how I'm using my
Was that 1 cup of sour cream and 1 cup of mayo?
Yes, so not like I didn't make a full batch. Good question. I didn't make a full batch. I've got half a cup of mayo, half a cup of sour cream. You can use yogurt because I've been doing this as long as I have, and I've been using mayo and sour cream. I can't use yogurt now.
Don't use vanilla yogurt.
No, negative. That would be gross. I'm using the 3-in-1 spatula, which is a newer item that Epicure has. I'm going to use that to scoop out the sour cream. And so here's something that I learned. I actually learned at a party. I have a really hard time calling them classes. Is if you coat your, so let's pretend, for instance, you're doing chicken strips. If you, shish kebabs, if you coat your chicken in this dip, and then put the breadcrumbs on it, it is delicious. You can do that with any of our dips. Because they're dips doesn't mean they can only be used as dips. They're multifunctional. So cut up the chicken, dip it in the 3-onion or whatever kind of dip you've got, put it in breadcrumbs and cook it, and it's fantastic. The chicken comes out moist and it's just really, really yummy. This makes a really great veggie dip as well. And what I really like about our cheese dip is we all have those friends that say, oh, can you make the French onion dip, or can you make the cheese dip because I'm coming, not the cheese dip, that's wrong. Can you get the onion dip because I'm coming to your party, and then they don't show up. And then you've spent like $3.50 for a container that big with yucky and MSG dip. This you can make as much or as little as you want. And there's 15 cups of dip. If you only made dip out of this, you would get 15 cups of dip for that. So
Right on.
Everybody's good? I think that's all I have to say, which is
Yeah.
all really.
The other thing, if you're making a dip, and I learned this from Leanne, so you've got your spices and you don't have time for them to mature and blossom and have that full flavor, and company's coming, hopefully soon. What you do is you take your prep bowl and put hot water, like a 1/4 teaspoon of hot water, and put your dip mix in. It rehydrates and releases the flavors, and then you can add it into your dips, your cream cheese, or anything like that.
I totally did not know that. And you know what? Just goes to show that after this amount of time, you can still do something. Yes,
well,
equal amounts of sour cream and mayo.
Half a cup of mayo, half a cup of sour cream, and 1.5 tablespoons of 3-onion dip.
Yes, you can see that I've overfilled this and I've made a mess of my table. But that's okay. Live and learn. Trial and error. And this will keep. The cool thing about our dips too is they keep as long as the sour cream is good. So does anybody have any questions? I just opened prep bowls from the kit joining. Yay, Rachel, congratulations. That's
prep bowls are so
exciting.
convenient. So convenient.
And
So
the
we're
cruets
good?
just came back. We don't have anything to do with cruets because they weren't in stock when we made this whole thing up, but the cruets are back in stock now too. So, all right. And I think that's it for me, Penny. So I think now it's tzatziki time.
Okay. So tzatziki, so we need, in the grocery list, it was like to make a cup of either sour cream and mayo to make a cup, or a Greek yogurt to make a cup, or a mixture of that all to make a cup of. So I honestly, and I don't mean to be confusing, I've got a half a cup of Greek yogurt. I'm using a 1/4 cup of sour cream and a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, just because that's the way my family likes it. You can just use yogurt, plain yogurt. You can just use sour cream and mayonnaise. And then, that's it, I got a new one. So, and I'm not much of a measurer. And I love this 3-in-1 spatula because it just scoops it all out. I've got a near empty mayonnaise jar, so it just gets right in there. And that's why I'm not too worried about mixing sour cream and mayonnaise in my jar. So yeah, I've got about a cup of white stuff here, basically. A cup of white stuff. And then I'm gonna take the lemon dilly dip and put about 2 tablespoons, I'd say, of lemon dilly. I don't even know what it says on the jar. 2 cups, 3 tablespoons. So yeah, I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons for 1 cup because I like it kind of heavy. This is not on the grocery list, but I really like it garlicky. I really like extra garlic. So if you have any kind of garlic, and you like garlic, throw it in there. If you don't, that's fine. It'll still taste okay. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of our minced garlic. I kind of keep this on hand for everything. It's just, and we like it garlicky. And so then once we've got that all going on there, I'm going to show you how to grate a cucumber with a mandolin. Our mandolin is like, it's the bomb. We eat a lot of cabbage, so I shred the cabbage with the mandolin. It's got four plates that change it. I've got the slicer. There's a thin slice and a thick slicer plate. I'm just going to slice some cucumbers on an angle kind of for my charcuterie board, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to grate it. So just like that, and you get nice cucumbers while you're mixing that up. So a charcuterie board is all about different colors and shapes and textures, and the more you have, the better it looks. So this is going to go on there for my veggies, and then I'll probably put some more but then I'm going to switch this out. And if you guys can grate your cucumber, but I'm going to grate a cucumber with my mandolin. This is a really fine little julienne for the mandolin. I'm going to do it onto a piece of paper towel. I don't need that much. There's 1 cup of grated cucumber to 2 cups of white stuff, whatever that white stuff's going to be for you. So I'm going to go about a 1/2 cup of here. This is probably a little bit more. But with the mandolin, you can see, just like that, you've got grated cucumber. It's a great mandolin. So what I normally do, you can throw this in the citrus press and actually press the liquid out of it. Are you really far behind, Lisa? Okay, we'll go slow. So with this, I would take this in the paper towel and just squeeze it over the sink to get all the liquid out of the cucumber. And like that. I have grated cucumber in here. And it's got almost all the liquid out of it. And then I'm just going to plunk it in with my white stuff. We good? How are we doing? Oh yeah. I see another fellow cucumber grater.
How many of you guys used to have the tzatziki that Epicure had?
Yeah.
I actually, one of my least favorite products, I'll be honest. The lemon dilly is so much more versatile, so many better uses for it. And the tzatziki is so much tastier this way. Is everybody okay with time? We're at the hour mark. Is everybody good? Sorry. We're almost at the end anyway. We only got the cheese balls left.
Right? I mean, seriously.
How much grated cucumber, Penny?
Well, about a 1/2 cup for a cup of white stuff.
Rachel's leaving us.
See you, Rachel.
Goodbye, Rachel. We're actually almost done. We don't have a whole lot left. Oh, he just tried. Oh, good. Sharon says, my
Okay,
husband and I just tried the meatballs and we just love them. Sharon and Phil love Epicure. They've been using Epicure for years.
So I put in 2 tablespoons of lemon dilly to 1 cup of white stuff, whether that's sour cream and mayo or whatever. So that gives you a really nice dill flavor. You can adjust to your own tastes, but I like it a little bit dilly.
Do you add salt and pepper, Penny?
You could add salt. With a lot of Epicure spices, we're really sodium conscious. So some things you'll find that you're missing something, and chances are it's the salt. So throw in the salt. So I don't find that I need salt in here. I definitely add garlic though. I find it, and I didn't put that on the grocery list, but if you like garlic, you probably have it in your house and you would just throw whatever you want in it for garlic.
I mean, I guess you could also use the minced garlic.
Yeah.
Derek, my husband, was really clever years ago, put a grinder head on our minced garlic bottle, and we just add garlic. He had, yeah, just like that. Thank you, Leslie. I didn't get mine. And so he adds garlic anytime there's not enough garlic for him. How long would the cheese dip bake? About 20 minutes. When it starts, and you know what, you're not going to keel over if you eat it prematurely. It's just won't be nearly as ooey gooey. And some people make mac and cheese with that too, the cheese dip.
Mac and cheese, yeah.
Ordinary cheese dip in the microwave for 1 minute.
So another thing you could do is cut a lemon too in half and do it in citrus. I didn't get a lemon, so I didn't have a lemon to do that with, but you could add that to tzatziki too. It sort of spruces up the flavor as well. Yeah, I add garlic and not salt. I don't find that is, with a lot of garlic, it sort of takes the place of salt, so it's good. But I mean, again, it's your own flavor. I'm just going to finish slicing up this cucumber for my other charcuterie board. I'm kind of putting it together as we go here. So, and that's the tzatziki. How's everybody doing with that? Good. Has anybody ever made tzatziki before, or do you usually buy it, or do you just eat it in a restaurant?
I usually buy it. I'm partial. I like the Sadiki's Greek one.
Oh, with Greek yogurt.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give this. I didn't make it because I was trying to catch up, and honestly, I had a shitload of dishes, so I did all my dishes. So I'm gonna make it later. But I put a little message. If you could post it, I'll make it tomorrow probably.
Okay. I will.
It's actually on the jar as well, on the lemon dilly jar. It never used to be, but since
that's
we
right
revamped
too.
it,
Yeah, you're good then. You're good.
So
I make it a lot. I make it a lot, especially in the summer.
Yeah.
I bet that tzatziki made up would be beautiful on a salmon fillet and baked.
I was gonna say the lemon dilly is fantastic on fish. Fantastic.
We just got some salmon, so maybe I'll try that tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, it's delicious. Derek is a fisherman.
Alan, did you like
So
the
I put lemon
meatballs?
juice on it. I can't handle the
Did
taste
you
of
try
it.
both?
Sounds weird.
Like the
And then I
chicken ones
sprinkle the
too?
lemon dilly on there. It's
Jason like the meatballs better. I like the chicken ones better.
So that is the tzatziki while everybody's catching up. And then Leslie and Trisha are going to be doing some cheese balls with you.
Sorry, can I ask? I think it was Wendy that said something about you like the chicken better, but I didn't hear the first part.
Oh, I like when you guys made the meatballs, I made 2 kinds. I made beef ones and chickens. So.
Yeah, and I made turkey, and I think Sharon also did a turkey. Yeah, because I don't. We eat beef, but yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go on. So Trisha and Leslie are making balls now again with the balls.
Go for it. Trisha there. Okay, so you've got your cream cheese all started off then. Trisha's busy right now. So you've got your cream cheese and you can flavor it, whatever flavor you want. I took the Simply Better baked beans that I put in the jar and I just mixed it up in some cream cheese and actually put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds on 80%, just so it's nice and soft, and that bit of heat will release the flavors of the Simply Better beans. So what I've done is that's mine with cream cheese. So here's the package of cream cheese. This is basically what I cut is about there. And you can divide that into 3 and you get 3 cheese balls. You can flavor it with whatever you want. That one that I made, I rolled in everything bagel. So that's what it's coated in. I just made little ones. And I took the everything bagel and I had these baby bells, which we love. And I coated them in the everything bagel too, so that it's a nice, just something a little different on our charcuterie board. And the other ones that I did, I took the extraordinary cheese dip and I made cheese balls. Oh, they're on here already. So I rolled those cold, wash your hands and leave them damp. That's the key to making a good cheese ball. And this one I rolled in the Better Than Bacon, which I ground, so it's really fine.
Leslie, can I ask a question?
Sure.
I added it in the chat, but did you do anything to your baby bell before you coated it in the everything bagel for it to stick?
No, I just had the leftover everything bagel in my container and just pressed it in and rolled the edges and it stuck.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Can I say something too? So they didn't get the everything bagel in your or the Better Than Bacon in your pack in bundle, but the CB that you got on your extraordinary trio dip is cheese, chives, and bacon. So it'll work perfectly for your cheese balls as well.
Okay, well let's grab a piece of that cream cheese. Let's wash our hands and make sure they're nice and wet. Let's take our little slice of cheese cream cheese that we had here, divide it into 3. Let's make some balls. It seems to be what we do today. So just play with it, pretend it's Play-Doh. Make sure your hands aren't super wet because it'll get slimy, but just damp enough that you can form it into a ball. And then, okay. I see, Lisa, that's what, it's not really a ball. It just, so just shape it, take your CCB, put it on a plate and just roll it around in it. And you're gonna have a nice appy to go on your charcuterie board. So you should be able to make about a dozen of these cream cheese balls. So I just learned a lesson. Make sure your hands aren't totally soaked because I now have a slime ball on here. That'll look pretty. What is that?
So this is something I picked up at Walmart because so it's got it's actually charcuterie. So it's got some meat and some cheese on there. So it, yeah, I think it was $7 or $8. So yeah.
So you got your CCB, pour it in a bowl and take your thing and roll it around in there. Put a little toothpick. Oh, it smells awesome. Wow. So just play with, I don't want to say play with your balls because that's a Chantel statement. But so there you go. There you go. A nice cheese, chives, and bacon. If you put 3 onion in your cream cheese and rolled it in your CCB, it would be divine. So that's going on the charcuterie board. So you can take any cream cheese you want. Do you want to make another one? Got your ball?
Yes, do another one.
Okay, so got your cube there. You ready to go? Okay, so let's put some 3 onion in our hand.
So I made my cheese balls with the Simply Better baked beans and the other one with our SGB seasoning, SPG, sorry. It is a phenomenal seasoning, and
Did you just say STD seasoning?
no, that's not what I said.
We're gonna take the teacher out of you.
Yeah. I believe-
Anybody can do this job.
There we go. So here's my
SPG.
SPG ball rolled in everything bagel.
And this is my extraordinary cheese dip rolled in garlic and onion nutritional topper, just ground down. You guys don't have it. I'm just showing you options. So here's your 3 onion. Put it in your hand. Put lots. What the hey? Grab that cheese.
Got that ball by the hand. Oh,
Well, it's still a cube. We're going to make it a ball. And just start rolling it around. Let all the stuff just get all over the place. It's going to make you an onion ball. There you go. If anything falls on your cutting board, there you go. There's an onion cheese ball. Like super easy. If the kids want it, you want to get the kids eating things that maybe they're not eating and they like this, throw a little cheddar cheese in this too. And then just make a ball and you're good to go. So any of the dips will work. Oh, I have Bartlett pears on my charcuterie board.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And covered in 3 onion.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So Trisha, free to take over your space.
you know, that's okay. Yeah, I just mixed the cream cheese with some SPG, which is a really versatile product, and then rolled it into everything bagel. And the other one I made with the Simply Better baked beans, because that's what I put in my hummus. So the package was already open, put into a jar, and rolled in better than bacon with the grinder on top.
So are you guys making your charcuterie board for dinner?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And I'm gonna have a meat one and a vegetarian one because I have a couple of vegetarians in my household. So
I'm just getting, so on top of your charcuterie board, be sure and add some fruit. I've got some grapes that have all been cleaned and chilled. And then we'll take a peek at your charcuterie board. My husband does not like cheese balls, does not like extraordinary cheese dip. What a goof.
I actually found these at Walmart. They were like $2 and they're little toasts.
There's toast, right.
Yeah, and they're like little Melba toast kind of thing. So that's what I've got on my charcuterie board. And then I got that Walmart thing that I showed you guys. Like I said, I think it was 8 by, oh, bye Sharon. I'm glad you're having a yummy dinner. Nobody in this house likes charcuterie boards for dinner. So I'm eating it myself for dinner. But that's okay. And so we got some Boursin cheese. And so I've got mine here. I know we're all going to show our pictures, but here's mine here.
Oh, okay, hang on.
So it's got the turkey balls, the donair balls, the toasts, and then the 3 onion dip. And then I just haven't added this, but these little quarter pans are a great way to actually have everybody's own charcuterie board. So whether I know Penny's got a vegan over there, and I've got clients that are vegetarian or gluten-free, so you can customize them. I actually did a workshop last year where excuse me, I had all of the toppings and people made their own boards. So we had olives and nuts and hummus and all kinds of different things. I love olives and nuts and fruit, as Leslie said. So it's really great that everybody has their own idea of what it looks like.
right.
Oh,
Right.
look at that, Trisha, look at all your colored pickles, or another one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got mine pretty much done now.
Oh, good. We can't really see it, Penny. Can you lift it a little higher or bring your thing down?
Sure. So let's see.
Oh, wow, beautiful.
Looks yummy.
I guess brie cheese would be another. I have brie in my house, but like red pepper jelly, we Epicure, if you've been around for a while, we've had red pepper jelly. I suspect it will be back in January. I'm hoping. I ended up with Costco red pepper jelly.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Trisha,
It's
what do
good
you got there?
Brie cheese,
Oh, brie cheese. Okay.
smoked
Oh,
white cheddar, and
perfect.
orange
Oh,
cheddar.
and Lisa's got red pepper jelly there too. Yep. And these are great meals for people like to have when you're watching a movie or it's Saturday night and you just want to chillax and have a little bit of everything kind of thing. Not for everybody, but super customizable too.
Mhm. We love it.
Oh, mushrooms.
Yeah, look at that. I even made
Mushrooms are grown in poop, you know.
Get cleaned.
And Penny, what was that trail mix that you made?
I made nuts and bolts.
Or nuts and bolts.
And I actually did it with the silicone liner too.
Nice.
Another thing that like these, so these are the Hostess special. Lisa, you'll want to know this. Lisa, where are you? Did she leave?
Nope, she's here.
Oh, there she is. There's too many faces there. So this is the Hostess exclusive for December, or these 2 quarter sheet pans plus the 2 sheet pan liners that can go in the dishwasher. Great for like buffalo wings or cookies or whatever that you want, or meatballs. Plus the Belgian bag of Belgian chocolate. It's $41.50 for that, which is an awesome deal. And then it's all about making chocolate bark. So you can melt the chocolate in the rectangular steamer, which Chantel did with the meatballs. Melt a perfect, way easier than doing it over a bowl of or boiling water. You don't have to worry about water getting into your chocolate. And then spread it over, melt it, and then spread the melted chocolate over your baking sheet. And then top it with, I've done it quite a few times now, white chocolate topped with cranberries and dried cranberries and coconut makes a really pretty Christmas bark. You could do milk chocolate with crushed pretzels and crushed potato chips, which is like the whole sweet and salty thing. And then it breaks off really easily off the silicone pan liner too. So like it just comes right off. You don't have to worry about it sticking on there either. So that's the Hostess exclusive. Lisa, you'll want to know that for whether or not you can choose to buy it or host things. Another thing, while you're just finishing up, the vouchers that are available for December purchases now are so anything when you make a purchase in December. I know most of you guys made your purchase in November to get this kit in time, but for those purchases over $50, you get a $10 voucher to spend in January. And for those purchases over $100 in December, you get a $25 voucher to spend in January. And we get a new catalog starting mid-January as well. So that's something to keep in mind. We're also looking to do, we have a Good Food Real Results collection, which is meal planning, 4-week meal planning grocery list collection that's on sale now. And it comes with a free Facebook group, support group for healthy eating and, just meal prep and keeping ahead of things when people get back to the swing of things in January, even though the swing of things looks a lot different now. But we are thinking about doing a meal prep class, whether or not you've purchased the collection. So it would be something similar to this, where you cook dinner, and from dinner, you can prepare your lunch for the next day, maybe a mason jar salad or a Nourish bowl. And we'll do a breakfast in there as well. So that's coming up. So just stay tuned did Lisa's, some of you joined on my VIP group, and we all have VIP groups. So whatever consultant you're here with today, make sure you join their VIP groups if you're on Facebook, because that's where all the specials usually are announced, and we're a social media society now. That's how we have to reach you, and email. But yeah, so I think that's about it. Do you have anything to add?
I was just gonna say that I think Sheridan showed a picture of their platter there. And I know I see everybody else is working. Trisha's look good
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Very nice,
Oh,
very festive.
excellent.
Oh, and Leslie
Nice.
looks very colorful as well.
So nice.
Lisa and Shane and Ange, Nadine. the
Corey's
rest of-
husband, boyfriend,
Corey
I don't know, brother.
Wendy, do you have yours made up? And Lisa Casa, let's just have a look. Oh, beautiful, Karen.
Nice.
That's what the beauty of these charcuterie boards is just that you can make it your own and tailor it to your family or to your person. Like if you, again, have a vegetarian or a vegan. Very nice, very nice. Leslie, what's your finished product there, hon?
Oh, didn't I show you?
You did, probably.
Oh, wow.
Color, very
Awesome.
nice. Very nice.
That's mine with the, I did skewers and I did the chunks of donair and thin slices, and I have naan bread on the side.
Nice.
Sandy, let's see yours. Sandy and Nadine, I'd love to see yours.
I didn't make one today. I did a little bit here and there. We had something else planned for dinner. I completely forgot this was on the agenda.
Good.
Yeah.
So I made a certain few things, but I'm probably gonna make a lot of it tomorrow for dinner.
Awesome. Yeah, we'd love to see a picture of it when you're done. And Sandy, that looks beautiful.
No kidding.
So if all of you guys, if you had a fun time and if you, oh, Wendy, let's see yours. We didn't see yours. Oh, she didn't do it. She's muted, but I can tell by her expression. So as Penny said, we're looking at doing another one for next month. If you guys want to share your pictures on our VIP pages or on your pages, that would be fantastic. Oh, Trisha, yours looks good too. Very colorful.
Wow, very nice.
Any feedback too? Like if you have a thought that might, help us streamline things, it's be welcome. Welcome to hear it. So you're all good? You're all gonna have your rest of your wine and your dinner? Yes.
Nice.
Thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah.
Mine is half-assed, so I'm not going to show you mine, but you guys, I really appreciate all of you. We really appreciate all of you being here tonight and to experiment and to give us the feedback. You're not going to hurt our feelings. Please let us know what you thought so that we can make it better. And like I said, like we said, we're thinking about doing a meal prep one after Christmas, before New Year's. So questions before we go, or any comments? Unmute yourselves. We realize we've gone too long.
Oh. All right, Karen, thank you. And you can still look at everybody sleeping at Karen's house. Oh. Yeah. And for Lisa's class, you can still order if there's anything else you want to order. We can do, you can do shared shipping and stuff like that too, since you already paid for some shipping to get the bundle, however it is. Oh, excellent, Lisa. Let's see. Oh, look at you go, girl.
Oh, beautiful.
Fine, because my family's picky as well. So Andrew's gluten-free, so it's gluten-free. And my daughter can't have nightshade, so it's nightshade free as well.
It's a good thing it's a good thing you're in touch with Epicure then, Lisa.
Yeah.
You're 100% gluten-free, Lisa?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we have lots of gluten-free mixes and stuff. Everything's gluten-free, but lots of like the gingerbread cake and carrot cake and stuff, and chocolate muffin or cupcakes and stuff that are gluten-free. So good. Yeah. So we'll talk, Lisa. We'll talk over the next couple of days. So
sounds to me like Lisa might want to think about becoming a consultant. I'm just saying.
Consultant. We'll talk.
All right. Nobody has any questions, anything to say before I end this call? Because once I end it, everybody is going to be lost.
Yeah.
Thanks so
Oh,
much. Everything was great.
Thank you, Penny. It was fun. Good to see you. Stay safe.
They can post a picture. Post a
Okay,
picture.
good night.
Good night. Thanks.
Bye.
Good night.